We good. $30 new parks? Jesus. Parks. Yeah, 2K is 30 parks. Different backgrounds and cities.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
No.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, you get the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go back to Stewart on first. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know.
You
saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Now, lucky 56. 3-19.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun on third down, Lauletta. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. Look at the spin. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. The give is to Elliott. Shedding the tackle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team Defensive tackles, because we asked them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Lauletta.
Oh, yeah.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
What?
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Following the interception, Winston finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Hey, let's get going. It's time to play.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A first down carry for Barkley. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
What? No. Hold on, dude.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Flush to his right. Over the middle to Beckel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Lauletta. Oh, good move. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley will try to punch it in, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go. Hey, Even.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to air And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Barely.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw, Lauletta. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. David Irving busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost? Gave them going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Jameis to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. A first down throw for Winston. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. To throw, Winston. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up with 17.
Yo, I could go for a 4th and 1 at the 3rd.
Short here for 4th.
His. I'm going towards the end zone.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running without him. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Let's go now. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. 5-1-50. 5-1-50. 5-1-50. Wait.
A run, it's Clement. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Oh my God.
5
Second
yards
year
on
in
the
a
play
row,
there.
you get a
The drive
shoulder
will
tear.
continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? In a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
That's complete right around the 8. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Blue line it.
The shotgun snap to Lauletta, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot
Oh, the
on,
Empire,
how about
the Empire
execution
one.
of that defense right there.
Oh,
Zone was
Holy Grail.
absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Hey, let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some room to roam now. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, it's Lauletta. caught left side. It's Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Lauletta from the 50, sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they'll throw again with Lauletta. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time on fourth down for Lauletta. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man.
I swear, that's so gay, bro.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Leopard! Leopard!
He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete, as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And this is
Oh my God, bro. This nigga DZ wins by 1 point every time.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point. That's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Corn Elder. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
Yes, they are.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.